limited. How do I pass something like that to a child when I am not capable of doing that myself?
Anyway, whatever you tell your children don't listen to you, you better know. If you have them on the way, I'm telling you, forewarning you, they don't listen to a damn thing that you say. But they observe you. They pick up things from the way you're behaving. If you don't show that in your life, your teachings will be hated after some time. Yes, see, this is most unfortunate. I just see this happening to so many people. When they have a child, these parents, they did everything possible to the child, they thought this is their life. Not just changing diapers, so many things, everything possible. They thought they're living for this person. As this person becomes bigger, and in their over-concern about how this child should be, trying to teach him the best things in the universe, which is not true in their lives, slowly you see by the time he becomes a teenager, he avoids them. If he wants to share something, if he wants to listen to some sense, he goes to his friends, never to his parents. Not everybody, I'm saying, but largely it is happening. Because they don't make sense. They talk things that doesn't make sense. People keep asking me, Sadhguru, how did you become like this? What is the sadhana you did? You just played your life and you're like this. This is all I did. I strive to remain uneducated. It's not easy, believe me. From the day you're born, just everybody around you is trying to teach you something that did not work in their life. You can clearly see it's not worked in their life, because if it had worked, they should have been joyful and ecstatic. It's not worked, they've become long-faced, but they're teaching you all kinds of best things, love the universe. It's not going to work. You don't have to say a word. I will tell you. Is it okay? I can share something.
Sure.
I brought up my girl alone. At the age of 7, she lost her mother. So, one rule I put, she's been traveling with me since she's 4.5 years of age, okay? I'm sorry, since she's 4.5 months, not years, 4.5 I sent her to school. With little infant, she traveled with me. And I made one rule wherever I went, always stayed with many families all over the country. I always told everybody, never teach her anything. No ABC, no 1, 2, 3, no rhyme, no nonsense. I don't want anybody to teach her anything. People thought, this is strange, what Sadhguru is doing. I said, just leave her. By the time she was 18 months, she was speaking 3 languages fluently because nobody messed with her. And she grew up joyfully, went to school, everything. At the age of 13, something she was disturbed at school and she came back home, and one day she said, you're teaching everybody so many things, you're not telling me anything. I said, well, I don't do anything unsolicited. I've been waiting, it's all right, now you come. There's only one thing you need to know. I said, never look up to anybody. She looked at me, what about you kind of thing in her face. I said, not even me. Never look up to anybody, never look down on anybody. That's all you have to do with life. Never look up to anything or anybody, never look down on anything or anybody. Suddenly, you will see life just the way it is. Right now, something is high, something is low, something is God, something is devil, something is virtue, something is sin. You divided the universe in a million different ways and then you're trying to fix it, it's not going to work. The instrument which broke the world into pieces is your intellect. With that you're trying to fix everything. It's not going to work. Now, this racism thing, it's disastrous that in 21st century, every day there's a shooting. I think this has been happening all the time, only now because of cell phones and Facebook, it's out there and everybody knows. I think it's been happening right through, all right? At one time it was happening legally, now it's been happening illegally. Now, this kind of things are happening because we are using our intellect to fix the problem. You're using a knife to stitch, this is not going to work. You just live that way. Whichever way you live, your children will grasp it and they'll make a sense out of that in their own way. And maybe they'll fall this way or that way because you are not the only influence upon them. You better know that you're going to be a mother, you must know this, you are not the only influence. There are all kinds of people and there's Google.
Sadhguru, you talked about identity and inclusive consciousness. So I want to know, let's say like you talked about the sensory body and feeling that everyone is part of you kind of thing. So where does the role of action comes in? So if I do something, do I identify myself with what I did? And let's say if I feel that you are or everyone is part of like me or the whole cosmos and you do something, is it you doing something, cosmos doing something, me doing something? Where does the action comes in picture?